Good morning, everyone. I hope that you're doing well today. Today, I want to come to you and speak a little bit about investment properties and what are investment properties, what can they do for you, what kind of assistance are you going to need while you own them. First of all, why am I talking about this today? Well, so I've got two different types of investment properties that I'm handling currently, like today, I'm doing things with them. The first one is I'm getting ready for a closing tomorrow on an investment property that somebody's going to use as a short-term rental. A lot of people use VRBOs or VRBOs, other terms that you might hear concerning that type of investment property. So that's closing tomorrow. And then I have had an investment property that I'm marketing. I've got a few people swimming around looking to buy it. I've got somebody who came on my radar today looking to buy a large commercial property right off the interstate. It's my listing. Again, it's acreage a little less than 20 acres right off of I-40 in Conway if you are interested. Because like I said, I've got two parties swimming around it right now. So, I mean, different types of investment properties that are going to bring different types of returns. There are different types of benefits when you hold these investment properties. Obviously, cash flow is one thing that we look at as a benefit to an investment property. A lot of people call it mailbox money. So, you buy these properties and you have a spread in between what your cost is monthly, probably a mortgage of some sort, and then what your return is on top of that, and you have some cash flow. Other is appreciation. Now, I don't know if anybody has paid attention to the real estate market over the past couple of years, but it has gone gangbusters. The appreciation that one has on their property over the past few years has been astronomical. And a lot of people say, well, I don't know, have property values not climbed so high? Now, it's going to vary by market. But one gentleman who I know very well and who has a very known name here is Dave Ramsey. And Dave Ramsey and we don't always agree, but one thing that we agree on here recently is that he said this is the best time to buy property. Why? Because they're not making any more of it. And so, again, it's going to vary from market to market, but Dave Ramsey still strong on the real estate game. Mortgage deductions. You can write off your interest on mortgages. So, I mean, that is another way that you can put money back into your pocket by writing off the interest on your mortgages. So, real estate has a lot of opportunities when it comes to investments. Not all of these investments are easily managed. So, out there, we find individuals called property managers. So I would encourage you, if you find yourself a little bit taxed on time, but want some more income or see some benefits here in real estate investments, you might want to find a property manager. Now, I'm going to give you a heads up because I've had a scenario happen fairly recently that I had a property of mine managed. Some of them I have managed by others. Others I manage myself. It just depends on what they are. And so I put some money into a property, re-rented it out with the same property manager, and then for various circumstances, primarily because the renter wasn't great, had to tell the renter to leave. Actually, I believe the renter left on their own is kind of how that happened. And I went in and they had demolished the property. Now, when you look at that and you say, well, where was the property manager? Folks, if you have a manager, you need to manage the manager. Are you going in monthly? Are you taking care and checking in on my property to make sure that my investment's not going down the drain? Some due diligence on their part would have saved me a lot of money. So, again, there are risks with some of these. You always want to do your due diligence before you buy the property. Are you going to be making the returns that you want? Is this property going to suffice the needs that you have? So what am I going to recommend? Hey, it's those relationships again, folks. Yeah, I always say have good relationships. Have a relationship with a lender. Have a relationship with a realtor who knows their way around this market. And they have been through those stormy times of having to manage a property manager and say, wait a minute. And maybe you can get some referrals from property managers. Ask the right people the right questions, and it will save you a lot of heartache. So build your network. Go to lunch with these people. And if anything, if they're a good property manager, good realtor, or a good banker, they're going to have plenty of great stories just to keep you entertained during lunch. So one tool, too, that has landed in my lap recently is the Omni Calculator. So if you want to go to omnicalculator.com, and they're not paying me, they don't even know who I am, but I had somebody put this in my lap. I've got it pulled up right now. It says there's 3,474 free calculators on this site. And so they do have a finance section. Go in there, and if you ever have any numbers that you need to crunch, they have probably put all this in their system already. You just plug in the numbers, and it will let you know what you need. OmniCalculator.com. We've got that on the screen here, just so you can write that down. Use the right tools, know the right people, and it will help you immensely. So, again, there are a lot of benefits to these investment properties. Folks, I am so glad that you tune into this channel and that you're watching this video. But if you have any questions about this and you'd like to dive further into this theme, please feel free to reach out to me. I text a lot better than I call. If you want a phone call, text me. My phone number is 501-764-6847. Again, that's 501-764-6847. Real estate is always a great investment, and we'll do a blog post on investment property soon. And thank you again. Have a wonderful day.